on the afternoon. Anyways, coming on here real quick. I should say I'm making a video. Yesterday I had something on my mind quite a bit because I was watching an interview with Elon Musk, and a bunch of things just kept coming to mind, and I want to share those with you. So let's talk about this Neuralink that Elon Musk made. You see, this interview that I've seen took place right at the beginning of COVID in 2020, and he claimed at that moment that it was going to be, basically put out, tested on certain individuals within a year from then. So thinking about that, you got to think how many people actually have the Neuralink in them, because you will not know. Because what they do, they cut your scalp, and they fold it back, they cut like a 1-inch square in your head, they cut the skull out, they pull that out, and they implant the Neuralink system in there. They have to wire the things to certain places in your brain, and they kind of put your scalp back over, sew it up. You never know, someone has one. But with this thing, it could help your vision. It could help your body regenerate things, right? So it does certain things. Okay, it links you to the AI system, the internet. It links you to all this stuff. Okay, it makes you basically I want to say like a cyborg. Okay, it made me think of that show, Next Generation, right? The Star Trek. There were a couple episodes on the Next Generation where there was the Borg. Remember, it was a cube in space floating around, and they would come in the ships or the planets or whatever, and they would basically kidnap everybody, right? And they would assimilate you and make you part of their system. So I started thinking about that, like, okay, this is people being assimilated, right? And you got to think about how these things are ran, right? Obviously, it's got an internal battery that has to charge and all this and that. And I'm sitting there thinking about the 5G towers, right? We really don't know. They swear the 5G towers are for cell phones. I believe they're for much, much more, and they're not saying nothing. Like, things will be connected or are connected to these 5G towers. This is how they stay in the loop. This is why they have them everywhere. Even out in the middle of the woods, they have these towers now. So people are being assimilated. Okay, so here's another thing I wanted to say. That say you know somebody, okay, and they have this Neuralink in them, and you guys are just out doing whatever you do through the day. Okay, all cell phones and stuff aside, but everything they see and they hear and they feel is being put right back into the AI internet web, right? It's all being communicated back through their Neuralink. So now you have people out here that are technically part of this system. Okay, it will make them smarter, obviously. He was explaining how basically just depending on the programs that they could, by thinking it, that they could download into their own brain, that they could learn languages, different languages, understand things. Basically, you are the AI computer. You become that. So you could go anywhere, communicate with anybody. There's so many different things that these things do, right? So talking about, you know, the movies and stuff, right? But this is exactly what's going on. So anyways, think about it. It's already 2024, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out here that we don't know about that are actually linked. You know, it really made me start thinking, because while I was watching this yesterday, I was at the laundromat with my son, and there was this guy in there. He was doing his laundry. He had his son in the car, you know, and every time I looked around, he was staring at me. I'm like, you know, it's just the old paranoia, and you're just like, who's this guy? Why is he always looking at me? Why is he staring at me? He didn't fit in. He didn't look like he was supposed to be there or whatever. His laundry was all like rags and towels and stuff like that. So, you know, I pay attention without paying too much attention. You know what I mean? But anyways, back when all this happened, you know, the whole COVID thing, the vaccines, the nanotechnology, all this stuff, right? Everything is pointing into mixing iron with clay. You know, they want to mix us with technology, and that's what they have done. That's what they're doing. So, you know, continue to love everybody, but just be aware. Be aware of the things that are really happening, because they're really happening. All right, and yeah, love you guys. Amen.